if I have a hot dog with sauerkraut on the bun, right, that's a condiment. But if I have a bowl of sauerkraut, which I tend to do, don't come to my house after that. Okay.
The After Party Podcast. So, got a call here from Cindy. I don't know what the end of the question is at all. Someone just said, you got to talk to Cindy. She needs your counsel. Okay. Hi, Cindy.
Good morning. Hello, lady.
Well, hello, lady.
Hello.
I'm glad you're here. I don't know why you're here, but I'm glad you're here. So say hi to everyone. Danielle's here, and Froggy, and Scary, and Nate. Yeah. So what is it you need help with here, Cindy? We're here to help you.
So my husband made hamburgers for dinner the other night, and we had French fries with it and lettuce on the side to put on the burgers. And I said, could you make me a couple onion rings? And he goes, oh, you want onion rings instead of French fries? I said, no, I just want a couple to put on my burger. And my husband mumbles to the dog and goes, she doesn't know that they don't go on burgers. Okay, fine. So we eat dinner, no problem, yum, yum, yum. My bladder wakes me up at like 1 a.m. And I start reliving our conversation. And I'm like, am I wrong by putting onion rings on my burger?
No.
Not at all.
No way.
No way.
And then I asked myself, I'm like, well, onion rings a condiment or are they a food?
In that situation,
Seriously,
that's
I
a
think
condiment.
it depends.
in that
The
situation,
condiment-
it's a condiment, right?
I don't know. Because, like, when you go to a diner and you get a cheeseburger deluxe, they would give you, like, 2 onion rings with the tomatoes and the lettuce on the side.
Yeah.
But then you can order them as an appetizer. So which is it?
It's whatever you want it to be. I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. It's your. And first of all, you woke up in a cold sweat at 1 a.m. wondering if it's a condiment or a food. Really?
Well, my bladder woke me up.
I want your
first.
life. Okay, I want your life. If this is the worst thing that happens to you. Okay, so your bladder woke you up and you went, before I go pee, I need to roll through this.
I need to debate this.
Well, no, you know what? It's what you want it to be. If you want it to be a condiment, it's a condiment. If you want it on the side, like a pile of fries, it's a pile of fries. But don't let that bully tell you what you need to believe.
I thought back to it. My husband kind of made me feel bad. I'm like, oh, I'm doing it wrong.
There's no.
I'm going to say 3 or more, it's a food. 2 or less, it's a condiment.
Oh.
I think it's an amount.
Why would you regulate the number of onion rings I put on my burger? I don't think that's fair.
Well, no, but if I'm going to have them as a side plate and I'm going to dip them in sauces and things, then I think that's where it's a food. Yeah.
But I think it could turn into a condiment. Like if you could order it as a food and then you take a couple and put them on top of your burger, then those become a condiment.
I think this is technically a topping at this point, right?
Oh, yeah,
I think it's a topping.
I don't know.
Well, what's the difference between a topping and a
This
condiment?
conversation needs alcohol. I don't know.
Gandhi's the condiment expert.
Well, let's ask this question. Is alcohol a condiment or a food?
Alcohol
Yes,
is its
Gandhi.
own food group.
Yes, Gandhi. What say you?
I looked up what a condiment is, and it could just be a garnish. So if you're just putting a couple onion rings on the burger, then I guess it could be a condiment.
Yeah.
Well, does it go the other way? Can I get a bowl of relish and just eat it by the spoonful and make it a food?
Yes, absolutely.
I think a raw onion might be a condiment or a topping, but not an onion ring. You're not going to get onion rings at the Fixins bar.
No,
I hate that word fixins.
Yeah, right.
But you put it on your burger if you want, so then why can't you
Really? Are we talking about this?
Wait, I have another question. So if I have a hot dog with sauerkraut on the bun, right? That's a condiment. But if I have a bowl of sauerkraut, which I tend to do, don't come to my house after that.
Okay.
Is that technically then a food because I am eating it as a separate entity?
It's all food. Oh, hold on, Danielle. If I put a piece of lettuce and a tomato on my hamburger, is that a salad?
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Okay, this is the dumbest, stupid conversation ever.
You
What do
can't
you
even. I'm
think?
going to steal this for the Brooklyn Boys podcast. This is great.
I'll take it a
Oh, my
step
God.
further.
You could use this.
We were making salads. My mom was making salads, and she looks at me and she goes, "You want fries on your salad, right?" I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Huh?
And that's like a very eerie Western Pennsylvania thing, and I totally forgot about it. She goes, "You want fries on your salad, right?"
Wow.
And that's a thing. People put fries on a salad.
Well, you can put potatoes in soup. So fries on a salad, why not?
That has
is
nothing
true.
to do with the other.
Potato leek.
Oh my God. Can we reset the whole room here? This is just stupid.
I'm having a
These are
brain bleed.
questions we've never asked before.